Beyond the Sea Bag. What is Beyond the Sea Bag? Sometimes people piss you off and it's like, man, I want to get this motherfucker a blanket party.
A lot of these things are going to be really shitty. So, and that's the truth about these programs. We want to talk to you anymore. Your family don't want to talk to you. They're scared of you. But you guys kind of fucked me. So I'm pretty pissed off right now. I'm not a doctor. I ain't gonna freaking go over diagnoses and bullshit like that. I'm just gonna tell you, the stuff I'm going through. I'm gonna say something stupid, because that is stupid. That would not have ended well. So I think I want to start doing is sweating my ass off in a sleeping bag and having nightmares and shit. He's a pretty lazy dog, very lazy actually, and he's got a lot of quirks. If you haven't started the process already of getting a counselor, getting in there, it's like, do that.
Hey, this is Dave from Beyond the Sea Bag, and this week we're going to be talking about food, cooking, food. I've finally realized that one of the reasons why we keep on bringing these toxic women back into our lives all the time is because we can't fucking cook. So I'm going to go over my go-tos that I used to make before I started learning how to cook a few things. So I don't know how to cook a lot of things, but there's going to be stuff that I want to show you guys that you can do, because I'm lazy as fuck when it comes to food. I'm not going to sit there and make a 5-course meal. I want something that's fast because I'm getting home, late or in the morning. I just don't want to do shit, man. And if it takes an hour to prepare, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. So I've found a bunch of stuff through the Batavia PTSD clinic that I did, and a few other things that I learned along the way. And this is going to be an ongoing part 1 to part 2 type stuff. I'm going to keep on making episodes about this because I think it's pretty important, because we just start eating like shit if there's nobody around. So, and that's me. And I know a lot of veterans go through the same shit too. So instead of inviting that toxic relationship back into your life, this I think will make you think twice at least. I mean, there's other reason why we were bringing back too, but I'm not going to even go into that. But I guarantee the food is one of them. Because like I said, I couldn't do shit other than the things that I'm going to show in this episode. And then after that, we're going to go into some of the other things that I like to make now that are quick and easy in other episodes. So stand by. All right, like I said, there's a few reasons why we bring these toxic women back into our lives, and I know there's a lot of them, but, well, not too many, but definitely cooking is one of them. At least it is for me, and I'm pretty sure it's for a lot of other vets because I've heard it before. So let's fix some of them, all right? So how many times have you seen this shit? First is peanut butter and jelly. The second one is cereal. Yep. So yeah, so pretty sure those scenarios are real. And a lot of times when I get like that, I'm sitting in bed for I don't know how many fucking days it is. I lose track after a while, and then I'm pissed off at myself for wasting so much time. One of the things you got to have to get through all this PTSD and the symptoms that we all go through, you got to eat right, man. If you're eating like shit, like I usually do, especially when we're on the road with the club, I eat like shit. I'm trying to do better. It's a lot easier when I'm taking my van out and I can throw my skillet in there and cook some halfway decent food anyway. But it is what it is. So, okay, so if you're sick and tired of making peanut butter and jelly and eating cereal, I know they're easy because I still do it to this day. There's other shit that you can learn how to make that's quick and easy because, like I said, I'm lazy when it comes to cooking. I'm not gonna go into an hour's worth of cooking this shit. It's not gonna happen. So I want something that I can put together quickly, and that's why I think I always go to the easy stuff like cereal and peanut butter and jelly and some other stuff, whatever. But one of the things I've learned how to make fairly recently was a lemon chicken with pasta. And a couple things that you're going to need for this: obviously a pan for boiling your pasta. You can use whatever pasta you want, doesn't matter. And an air fryer for frying the pre-cooked chicken. And I'll show you that when I'm going through how to cook all this stuff. So, and you can use any kind of pasta sauce that you want. I like vodka sauce. You can get pretty much anything else if you want to make your own. Again, I ain't doing that, so I ain't showing that, man. I'll show you the vodka sauce that I use. And it's fairly easy to do. You just have to boil pasta and air fry chicken, and that's about it, man. So here we go. All right, today we're gonna learn how to cook lemon chicken. First thing we got here is chicken. I don't try to do this from scratch. This is pre-breaded chicken. We have the lemon butter. I have my shells and a vodka sauce that I like. And you don't have to do this, but I put olive oil and salt in the pan to cook the noodles. So let's get started. I'm going to take one of these breaded chicken. Got to have an air fryer. This is the best air fryer that I've only owned one, but I've seen a lot of them. And this thing is awesome. So I'll take one of these. Follow the instructions, which I had to look at again because I forgot what the hell they were. Put it to 375 for 15 minutes. And on air fry it. That's it for that one. So next, we're going to boil some water over here. And what I like to do, put a little olive oil in there. Not too much, I guess it prevents it from sticking or something like that. I learned that from my last toxic relationship, but yeah, I know what you're already thinking. Get a new stove, right? Well, I got 100 other repairs around here to get done before I do that, so. Then once that starts boiling, we're gonna put our noodles in there, and I think it's usually like 9 minutes. Yeah, boil for 9 minutes. Again, the instructions right on there. What I'm gonna do beforehand is grab a bowl. Grab a couple bowls. I don't know however much lemon water you want to put on your chicken is up to you. Same thing with, I like vodka sauce. heat it up too much, but these both have been in the refrigerator. So I'm going to go over here to my microwave. Let's stick it in there for about a minute. I like going by 30 seconds so I don't boil the hell out of them and make a mess in my microwave. So again, this is easy shit that you can do at any time. Like I said, I'm lazy as fuck when it comes to cooking, so I can do this fairly quickly. Yeah, so probably about a minute. Once that's done, take that out, put it to the side. Gotta wait for the water to boil and the chicken to be done. Looks like the chicken's probably gonna be done before the noodles are. I hate having stuff come out early and then it's sitting on your plate. I haven't been able to do it yet, but I like to coordinate when that stuff comes out, so you're taking the chicken out and the noodles at the same time. So, I ain't that good yet though. Need to check this maybe halfway through just to make sure it's not burning. Back up again. Gotta say I love this air fryer. Well, I've seen a couple other air fryers. Since I don't know how to cook, I just went online and Googled a bunch of times to see which one was the best and just bought the best. I think it was $200 some maybe. Once the water's boiling, add as many noodles as you want. I like these shells. Let's see them. See the shells. I've been told only the water's hot. A little tip for everybody. I've been told, again by my last relationships, he said something about the shells holding more of the flavor of the sauce, so I guess it makes sense because I was like, aren't all noodles the same shit, so but apparently they're not. So set your timer for 9, which I forgot to do. 9 minutes. I got some other recipes right now. I'm only going to do this one, maybe one per episode or something. And as I learn these things, I'll put them out there for you guys because right now I'm not doing so good. So this really helps for me to cook a decent meal, you know, instead of going for those go-tos: peanut butter, jelly, cereal. What's the other one? Or just going out and spending money. And I've looked back on some of my accounts and how much I spend either on the road, which there's nothing you can do about it on the road. I try to bring my skill and everything, like I said, but we eat like shit when we get depressed. And shit catches up with us. So hopefully this will help. Helps me anyway, fuck it, right? It's got 4 minutes left, but I am going to pause it. One of the other things you can do, I just remembered, so get this Italian seasoning, which I like to use, just put that in your sauce. So you don't have to have just plain sauce, right? Let's use a little garlic, maybe too, I don't know. Don't ask me how much, because I just do what I think. A couple other things we can have. There's, just mix that in a little bit. Like I said, this is already warmed up. All in all, it shouldn't take, I don't know, more than 50 minutes to do this. I find if I can keep it down to that, I'm willing to do that. Spend a little bit more time than it takes to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Timer for the spaghetti. So we go over to our spaghetti. sure that's good. One of the things that's good to have is this thing. Strainer, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Take this, again, this is hot as hell, and dump this right into the sink, into our strainer. Get all the water out. My plate. Put it right onto the plate. That's way more pasta than I wanted there, but oh well. Next, take my chicken out of the air fryer. Down right next to that. Lemon butter right on top of the chicken. Vodka sauce right on top of the pasta. And if you want to get it all, one of these things. I don't know what the hell that's called either. That's it. That's the meal right there that I'm going to eat right the hell now because I'm starving. Hope this helps. Right on.